Hey everybody, welcome back to Just Guitar Talk. How's it going? Hope you had a great holiday. I hope you had a great new year. And now it's time to talk about the past year, 2024. It was a good year with some good gear. And I had a lot of fun. Got to try out a lot of cool stuff. Got to make some cool modifications to some gear, try some different things, and we're going to talk about my faves for the past year. So let's get started. I want to talk about the Epiphone Firebird. Started off the year with a new Epiphone Firebird. I always wanted a Gibson Firebird. I love the body shape. I love the mini Firebird humbuckers and the neck through body. I've always loved one and wanted one. And Epiphone's really been stepping it up with their inspired by Gibson models recently. So, after reading a billion awesome reviews of the Epiphone Firebird, I decided to check one out. So here it is.
Neck pickup now.
Very cool. All right, up next, one of my favorite pedals this year was the Tone City DP Durple. Of course, that's the Danish Pete Purple Drive, his little Tone City collaboration. It's a really cool drive. It's like a low gain overdrive, kind of based on the Bluesman, I believe, and it's just like a little bit more gain, a little bit brighter. I kind of got like maybe Bluesbreaker vibes, but just a little bit more gain on tap. And it was a really cool pedal. It was like $60 or something like that, so it was a steal. Sounded great with my PRS SE Silver Sky, so let's check it out. Now some Unibud. Yes, the DP Durple. Very cool pedal. And I'm looking forward to checking out the Double Durple, which is basically a Durple and a Bluesman in one pedal for like $90 or something like that. Well, 90 pounds, but you have to order it from Andertons. But I'm definitely going to check it out. All right, moving right on to another guitar. Again, PRS killing it as always. I've yet to play a PRS that I didn't really like. The SE line is just so good for the money, and this guitar it just blew me away, and I totally dug it. This is the PRS SE McCarty 594. So SE version of their 594, I really like the pickups in this guitar. I love the way they split, and I'm usually not too big on split pickups. The body was comfortable and lightweight. It held tune really well. There's just not much that you had to do. For a beginner or affordable guitar, it felt pro level to me. Anyways, check it out.
Got lost in myself there.
Can we just take a minute and appreciate the raunchy classic rock tone of this bridge pickup on full? I'm gonna put on some more gain and then some delay. That was the PRS SE McCarty 594. Get yourself one, and if you don't, just try one. I think you'll be really surprised. Next, another favorite pedal of mine from this year that I tried, well, it didn't come out this past year, but I tried it this year, was the Wampler Moxie. I love Wampler's mini pedals. They're so good. Their Tumnus, of course, I was really surprised by their Bell Overdrive. I loved that one as well. And this was just another one that was great. I'm a big Tube Screamer fan. I love Tube Screamers. There's nothing I dislike about Tube Screamers, and I was really excited to try their take on the TS10. I've never played a TS10 myself, but I used the TS10 function on the JHS Bonsai quite a bit, and I liked how it was just a little bit like less gain. It was just lighter version, and this was really good. I thought it sounded great. There's a little compact pedal, and it had a little oomph switch on there that gave it a little bit more girth. And yeah, it's just another great Tube Screamer to add to the collection. Let's hear it. Wampler, crushing it with their mini pedals. Wampler, please make a mini version of your Pantheon. I would love one of those. I mean, we got a mini Tumnus, we got the Bell, mini version of the Plexi, just let's have it. Let's just make a mini board. It'll be awesome. Just a suggestion, maybe in 2025. Next, we had an amp. Man, I tell you, if you watch this channel, I'm super into solid state amplifiers, and they're just getting better and better. And Blackstar, this is their debut line, Debut 50R. So 50 watts with reverb. You have a choice between a plate or a Hall, and it has a switch to go from 50 to 5 watts, which is great. Super, super light and super, super cheap. Like, these things are just over around $300, $250 even. And they sound good, super portable, really enjoyed it. Let's hear it out. Very subtle one. Now let's try this Timmy clone that I have. Turn up the gain on that one a little bit. Yes, the Debut 50. Really like this amp. I think I might have kept it if it had a spring reverb. Of course, you can always add that in the pedals, but I don't know. I might, they've come out with 100-watt versions now. That might be worth checking out. So who knows? There might be another Debut in my future. Anyways, I got to attend a webinar put on by Buy or Borrow Music. Really cool website. Make sure you check them out, where you can rent lots of gear for really affordable prices. And they had a webinar starring Buddy Blues, a great YouTuber, gear demo guy, awesome player, just, totally my speed. And I asked him how I could bump up my viewership. And he said, do something crazy. Let's make a video where can you play the Comfortably Numb solo with a Klon style pedal? And I took his advice, and I got the Warm Audio Centavo and made a video with it. I love Klon clones. A big fan of them, and this is a big Klon clone. It's huge. It's like the size of a real Klon. It takes up so much space, but it's a great sounding pedal. It's even got a little oomph switch in the back too, just to give you a little bit more. And even though it was really unnecessarily big, I thought that, looks are important, and it looks the part. And I thought it was a very, very good sounding Klon clone with maybe a little bit more options compared to other ones out there, as far as, gain and volume and and it just had something a little bit more in the low end, which I appreciated. Anyways, let's hear it for yourself. Can you hear how I'm playing with the dynamics? That was the Warm Audio Centavo. Big thanks to Bar Music, and big thanks to Buddy Blues for suggesting that. Well, we're rounding out the end of the video with two of my big faves from this year. First, we got the John Page Classic Ashburn. This came up on Reverb. I've heard of John Page guitars. I loved how funky they look. And they had the Fender Mojo, but with something a little bit different. I love the slanted single coil here. Got a little bit of that Jimmy thing. I love just the master tone, master volume. And so I decided to finally pick one up, and it's probably the best Strat style guitar I've ever played. Super high quality, custom shop quality. I love the heel joint right here. Makes it super easy to get down to the lower frets. I like the radius. It's a little bit flatter compared to a vintage style guitar, so it's a little bit more comfortable to play. The pickups sound good. They sound like Fender custom shop pickups. It's just a cool looking guitar. I've really, really been enjoying it. Great guitar. And I got to go to the offices for John Page and talk with the guys in the company there. Had a really great time. You probably saw it in the video before talking about this, and got to play some of their other guitars. Really nice folks, incredibly well-made guitars, and I look forward to purchasing another one, hopefully in 2025. And last but not least, again, I'm a huge solid state amp fan, and Laney, it's like they got my wish list and made an amp for me. That's how it feels. This is the Laney LF Super 60 2x12. Now, it's kind of off camera here, so I'm going to stick it right up here, a picture of it. And it's vertical 2x12, solid state amplifier, real vintage sounding type tone. And it's got so many features. It's got, one thing that I really like is it's got the power scaling to go from 60 watts down to 1 watt. And 1 watt is great for apartment use. You know, I use it all the time in the apartment. 60 watts really gives it that nice headroom, really opens up the sound, and it is loud. So you can 100% gig with it. It really pushes some air. It's got an XLR out in the back, which I can plug directly into my camera here. That's how you're getting the sounds for this video. It's got 2 channels, dirty channel and a clean channel. Got a bright switch for each channel. It's got a boost, and it's got built-in effects from the Black Country Customs. It's got chorus, tremolo. It's got awesome spring reverb. I mean, it's everything you need, nothing you don't, as I say. And I've really enjoyed this amp. It just kicks so much ass. So, and it's like $700. That's so cheap. And you know, I'm even debating getting 2. Just have like 2 2x12s on either side, and just rocking the house. And maybe even the 1x12 version, just to have something a little bit smaller, a little bit more grab and go. Although this is super light, you could have no problem carrying this around. But that's my gear for 2025. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for watching all my videos. Thank you for liking, subscribing. You've all left amazing comments. Really like this community that seems to keep growing. I think 2025 is going to be the year that I hit 1,000 subscribers. So keep watching. We've got some new guitars, new pedals, new amps, pickups, the whole thing. Like and subscribe, share. Keep coming back for more. Happy New Year, and we'll see you in 2025.